Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Dunbar Snack Bar. It is time for some more of the Chicago Cubs franchise with MLB The Show 19. We'll be playing the Pittsburgh Pirates, as you can see, for what is going to be a really awesome game for a couple of reasons. One, this is going to be the home opener of the franchise. The last games that we've had have all been away, so the first one that we get at home is going to be pretty memorable. I'll just kind of leave it at that here. But at the same time, too, this is the first game that I feel like I am 100% back as far as how I end up playing the game. I've got the hitting, timing, pitching, all of that down in this one. So there's going to be a lot of offense in this one. In fact, I have to go through and change the difficulty, I feel like, after this, too. But a lot of fun. You know, every once in a while, you're going to get like a big game, and that is what this kind of turns into. But I feel like I've just kind of spoiled everything. Anyway, hang on tight because we've got some really cool stuff going on here. Really excited. Like, if this particular game is more along the lines of what we're going to be experiencing for the rest of the Chicago Cubs franchise, I think we've got a lot of great content, gameplay ahead. And I appreciate you guys wanting to kind of stick through all of that because this makes me want to continue playing it. All right, we're going to finish the national anthem, and then we'll get started with the game here. Now, I'm going to have Cole Hamels on the mound. This will be the first time that I have pitched with him in a long time. I know I've had him on teams previously. I'm trying to remember if it was the Detroit Tigers that I had him with where I picked him up off of free agency. I can't remember. But I'm thinking, too, I didn't do much with free agency this time either. I remember starting right at the regular season, so I think I skipped over some of that stuff. Anyway, here we go with the first inning. Okay, so this is going to be kind of like a dream of mine here as Bryant's going to hit it into right field. It's going to go into the corner. So rounding second, heading on over to third. You know what? He does nothing with it. So I'm rounding third, heading to home, and close. It was close. Going back and like watching that, even in slow-mo, that was super, super close. But I figured, you know what? It is the first inning, and I've always wanted to be able to get an inside the park home run. So really no harm, no foul with that one, especially here in the second as Baez is going to hit this one into right center field. They're running back, and it is just going to get over the wall. That is going to be the first home run that we've had with the Chicago Cubs. And that, in fact, this is the first home run that I end up getting. No. I'm wrong with that one. The first ones that I got, first home run that I got was in the Red Sox versus Yankees game. But this is the first one for sure of the Cubs franchise. So it was nice to be able to get that. I was really worried coming into this game that we were going to be seeing a Chicago Cubs team that really didn't have the kind of speed that I'm used to and didn't have the power to really back it up. So that right there just kind of proved everything wrong with what I was thinking. Rizzo going to hit this one into right center field. That is going to end up being a double. Yeah, I'm not going to try going for third there. But an all-around good hit. Now, with what we've seen early on, we had what was basically a triple by Bryant. We have that home run, and now we have a double by Rizzo. So, there's not much confidence for the pitcher. We might be able to capitalize with this right here. Schwarber's going to hit this one over to second. Now that's going to go ahead and advance Rizzo over to third. Now we've only got one out, so it should be pretty easy to be able to bring him home. In fact, just about anything that's kind of put into play here. Contreras, though, is going to hit it into right field. And again, me probably being a little too aggressive. Go with the tag, get home, but Rizzo is safe. So I can't really say that that was a bad call since it produces another run for the Cubs. We're looking at 2-0 here. All right, proceeding to the third, you can see Cole Hamels. This is the first time I think we've been able to show him pitching. But this is going to be potentially a base hit. The throw to first is in time, so we get the assist. Oh, man, that brings me back when we used to get like a ton of assists from Hayward and Wright. So being able to do that again, that was pretty awesome. That's honestly like one of my favorite plays to be able to do. Speaking of Hayward, after getting that assist, It gets that single here in the bottom of the third. We're racking up a lot of hits. We have a couple runs to be able to show for it, but let's see if we can kind of keep it going here. So it'll be interesting to see what the Pirates are going to do here in this particular situation. Almora getting a hit, pretty similar to what we saw with Hayward, just a little short one into right field. But that'll put runners on first and second. The reason why I say it'll be interesting to see what the Pirates do right here is because the amount of hits that we're racking up here, they could go to the bullpen pretty early. Gosh, that's 3 in a row. I'm pretty lucky, though, that one got in a right like that, because seeing how we saw some hesitation from Hayward advancing from second to third, if that was something that was hit in the left field, they might have been able to get the throw from left on over to third base. But, you know, with that extra distance, that wasn't a problem. Okay, discussion at the mound is done and over with. Baez up at the plate here again, 2-2 count. Oh my gosh, grand slam, guys. It has been so long since I've gotten a grand slam. It's super cool to be able to get it here in the home opener for the Chicago Cubs. Wow. You know what the worst thing, though, is? I don't save this game. So he's not going to have that on his stats, but at least I can say I've gotten a home run. And this is the moment where I'm like, oh, man. This is what it feels like to be 100% back. That's pretty sweet. All right, 6-0 here. The Pirates are going to have to make some kind of change here. Honestly, pitching has started off pretty poorly, and I think that's one of the things that's contributed to their 1-8 start this year. But Tyler Lyons is going to come in, and this, I feel like, tends to be a pretty bad call, and you'll kind of see why here in a bit. Now, I think after we see all of this, yes, okay, we're going to go into the fourth inning. So he's able to finish out the inning without allowing any more hits or anything. There we go. Pirates getting their first base hit. It's not like I'm going to be able to throw that one off over to first. All right, so maybe the Pirates will be able to get something put together right here in this inning. Honestly, Cole Hamels has had a pretty decent game. I think he only has one strikeout right now, but he's been able to do a good job of keeping the ball in play, forcing the ball, you know, into ground balls in the infield that we've been able to go ahead and just convert into easy outs. But right here, oh, another assist. Yes. Let's do this game. So Hayward and Schwarber here have done what nobody else has been able to do so far in MLB The Show. But honestly, I mean, to be fair, I haven't played as too many teams yet. But still, having gotten no assists from the outfield and now getting 2, we got more of them coming, I'm hoping. All right, this one's going to get us out of the top of the fourth. That kind of scared me a little bit. Yeah, so we'll get out of the top of the fourth without allowing any runs. So we're going to go into the bottom of the fourth, still up 6-0. Okay, so Lyons, remember, he's the one who's pitching now. 8 pitches already. It's not too bad. But Contreras. Oh. I was tempted to go 2. I was really tempted right there. I need to calm down with this aggressive base running. Don't get me wrong, it's super cool. I love doing it. But it's going to cause me a ton of problems if I keep going with this. All right, again, aiming low. Ooh. I knew that he was going to throw low, trying to force a double play, but I almost gave him exactly what he wanted. Pretty lucky that that one wasn't stopped. It would have turned into a double play, I think, pretty easily. All right, Ben Zobrist going to get it done right here. Oh, nope, pass ball. That's going to advance runners over to second and third. So now it'll make it easy for Zobrist to go ahead and get like a 2 RBI, you know, even a single really at this point. Wild pitch. This is going to, I guess, foreshadow some of the problems we're going to be seeing with Pirates pitching. You know, we've already seen some problems already, but Lyons is going to struggle here. And the next time I can point it out to you guys when I hit R2. Yep. We're going to go ahead and get it done right here. Oh, nope, pass ball. That's going to advance runners over to second and third. So now it'll make it easy for Zobrist to go ahead and get like a 2 RBI, you know, even a single really at this point. Wild pitch. This is going to, I guess, foreshadow some of the problems we're going to be seeing with Pirates pitching. You know, we've already seen some problems already, but Lyons is going to struggle here. And the next time I can point it out to you guys See, his energy is super low. That's why I'm like, this is a really bad call for the Pirates to bring him in. Now, that's going to bring one home. Again, debating about trying to be a little more aggressive on the base paths than I should be. That's okay. One out. Almora is up. And so, again, expecting something low. Oh, just waited for that one. Okay, that'll go ahead and bring in another run. It is 8-0 here in the fourth. And I think with the low energy, there's been a couple of things that have happened. One, there's been a lot of pitches that have been way off from, I think, where he was intending to throw it. And so they end up being just over the heart of the plate, which is good for me. Not so good for the Pirates. This one's going to bounce off the wall, and I was back at second. I'm going to round third, try and come home. There we go. All right. That seemed just like that inside the park home run attempt earlier as far as the slide goes, but this time I'm on the right side of the timing here. All right, racking up yet another one. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, nobody on first. That's going to go up the middle, and that is going to score 2. I'm going to round third, and here we go again with a play at the plate, and again, I'm safe. 11-0. Wow. Okay, so the biggest thing for me is I'm wondering why there has been no pitching change. You have somebody whose energy is extremely low. He's producing a ton of runs because of terrible pitches that are thrown just right over the heart of the plate. I didn't get it. I mean, my thought is, it's just AI. The computer's not making the right calls. They're probably not wanting to go to the bullpen. I don't know what it is, but I know that we've had a rest day, or at least I want to say, I'm pretty sure we had a rest day before this one. The Pirates did not. So they're a lot more tired than I am. Even if we didn't have that rest day, I mean, still, just looking at the way that their bullpen has been and just their players in general, a lot more exhausted than me, and I think that's played a pretty big role. I've also started to see some of my players start to get on a hot streak, so their attributes are increased, and I think that's playing a factor too with this. But high and inside, that's turned into my bread and butter. That didn't used to be the case. It used to be like a curveball low and outside. That used to be the one that I used to always go to. Sometimes I would go like right towards the middle of the strike zone inside to see. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could get the strikeout that way. See if I could jam the batter, but I've noticed that hasn't been as effective as it has been in years past, but we're still doing okay, as you can see from Cole Hamels' numbers right here. 3 strikeouts. Okay, let's see if we can get the double play right here. Marte swings at this one. I think he'll make some contact. There we go. Goes right back, though.
That's an out.
Double play. I figured that he was expecting me to throw that one, because I've noticed I have a little bit of a pattern in the way that I pitch, and I think the computer's starting to pick up on that. Because like I said, there's been a lot of contact from the Pirates. They haven't turned into base hits like this one, but, we've seen a lot of fly balls in the outfield. We've seen a lot of ground balls to the infield. I mean, everything's been pretty good.
The second baseman, Adam.
But I felt like later on, like starting now in the game and continuing on, Cole Hamels seems to be pitching better than he did at the very beginning of the game. I don't know if that's building up on confidence or what it might be, but just the overall pitching of Hamels, like I said, has improved, and that's helping me out quite a bit. All right, 1 out. This one's going to go up into... Oh, seriously? Okay, fortunately, they were expecting me to catch that, so he wasn't running the whole time. Runners on second and third. We'll see if we can stop them from scoring right there. That was just frustrating. That's okay. See Josh Bell here again. We saw him earlier with the strikeout, so let's see if we can maybe get another one right here, just kind of knowing what he's struggled with. But yeah, I feel like I'll have to turn up the difficulty a little bit more than kind of where I have it now. It's still slightly lower than how I had things, the last time I was really playing MLB The Show. So I'll kind of bring it back to where I was before. Because like I said, I feel like I've got it. Again, high and inside doesn't. I don't know why, but it just feels good to get that strikeout that way. Maybe if I had like the 12-6 curve or something.
Ball 4, pitches down.
Maybe then I'd be going to that a lot more. I guess that was kind of like my favorite when I had a My Player or Road to the Show with a pitcher. I loved having the knuckleball. I loved having the curveball. And I loved having the eephus. The like nastiest pitches. Oh, Schwarber. Yeah, no, that's definitely staying fair. Off of the board in right field. We've got more offense. Now, the Pirates did go to the bullpen again. As you can see, he's at 22 pitches, but man. All right, 13-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. Dang, I totally forgot about that. He just destroys this one. This is what I'm like, yes, we've got some power to be able to play with. So I think we'll be seeing a lot more home runs than what we had seen for the first, 3 games or something like that. All right, taking ball 4 here. Feliz, I need to see exactly where his confidence level is. Again, I'm sure that's severely diminished here too. Okay. Yep. Everything is super low. Again, this is... like, I don't know what I want to name this particularly, because I think that this particular episode wasn't necessarily only made possible by good batting, but I think poor pitching plays a bigger role in the way that this score has gone, or just the game has gone in general, than I think it has been successful hitting. The amount of pitches just right over the middle of the plate has been pretty bad. Now, I feel like I've done a pretty good job adapting to that and kind of holding the, where I expect things to go over the plate more. And part of that is because I'm waiting for a pitch like that now. Because knowing that a lot of pitches have been off, because here we go, again, bases loaded. But also, I've been forcing a pretty good pitch count that falls in favor of whoever's batting at that point. And so knowing if it's like, a 3-0 count or even a 3-1. Oh, man. Nice stop. Totally worth it. But no, like if you're getting like a 3-0 or 3-1 count, a lot of times you're going to have a pitch that's just right over the heart of the plate because they want to get that strike. And so if you're sitting there preparing for it, like I have started to do a lot more, in some cases, I'll go ahead and swing at it if I'm feeling pretty good. Or if I'm up, by a lot. I feel like I've been taking a lot less pitches on a 3-0 or 3-1 count than I have historically. And we'll kind of see if that works, for the best. So far, it seems like it has. All right, only 86 pitches. Hamels has been really efficient, as you can see. Not throwing too many balls in this game. Most of what I've had has been strikes. 0-2 count. There we go. No, that was definitely a strike. There's been a few that have come along that I'm just like, maybe not, but it's going my way. All right, another pitching change here for the Pirates. Santana's coming in. You can see the way that he's pitching 556 against lefties. I hope I get some lefties in. Baez again. See, Pirates are just having a rough day. I mean, it's just going to be, 1-9 start for them. I mean, I really don't think they're going to come and produce 15 runs here in the top of the 9th. Just saying. Well, this has got to be the largest score that I've had probably since the days of MLB 2K. So this has been fun. I mean, it's been a big, like, morale boost. I don't know if morale's been the right word. Maybe ego. Just makes me feel a lot better about playing the game, because I was getting kind of worried there for a while, guys. I'm like, oh, man, I don't think I'm ever going to be back to where I was. You know, like, it was, what, 2-1 against the Braves, and hitting had been a problem. I think some of it is I'm playing on a different screen than I was previously. Like, I used to have a TV set up, but now I'm actually playing this off of a monitor that's got like 1 millisecond of input lag, and so that does actually play a pretty big factor, I feel like, with you know, hitting, what your input lag is for whatever monitor or screen that you're using. So I think I'm adjusted now. All right, maybe here in the top of the ninth we'll get another strikeout for Hamels. Gonna try and go for the complete game shutout. I do have a couple pitchers warming up in the bullpen, just in the completely off the wall chance that we start to see the Pirates start to mount some type of comeback here. Gosh, that would be really, really bad. All right, so a lot of my pitches, now you can see where my energy was right there. You'll probably see it again in just a little bit. Got Marte. But energy is a problem, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, with energy, your pitches aren't going to be right on target. And I'm starting to see that with Hamels, even though the timing as far as, you know, that pulse pitch, still got that down. But the location of where I pitch it isn't necessarily right where I want it. Base hit. Get that in pretty quick. Gosh, wouldn't that be epic if I could get an assist from left field over to first? One, you got to be super incredibly slow for that to happen, but I highly doubt that that'll happen. All right, catch made. That's 2 outs. One more, and we've got this game in the bag. Corey Dickerson coming up. Man, this will be pretty sweet if I can get the complete game shutout with Hamels. I think you still have a couple pitchers I have to pitch with, but this might be one of the best starts that I've had, because when you have somebody like, you know, John Lester, for example, you know, you're expecting to have some pretty good games. Yu Darvish, same thing. Nice, game over. All right, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Yes, I will adjust that difficulty. We'll see how things go in the next couple episodes to see if, you know, stuff just gets better. Maybe I even have to go past what I was at, you know, back when I was in my prime here. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Remember, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more of the Cubs franchise, as well as the other series that I do here on this channel. If you want to help support me, the channel, and help it grow, Patreon is a great way to do it. You'll find that in the description below, as well as the link to the Dunbar Snack Bar Discord. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good one.